I am Dr. Ashok, Dean of Research Division of Chanakya University. I am also the organizer for this particular international conference on Indian knowledge system, issues, strategies, and way forward. Why we have thought of this international conference on Indian knowledge system, the importance and relevance of it in the present context of education and in particular, and society in general. Indian knowledge has a very wide branch or a wide knowledge, where the knowledge, unfortunately, after the British education and American education has entered into the Indian system, has spoiled the entire objective and the goal of education. The current education as practiced is more related to the education, getting a degree, getting a job or an employment, rather than learning and making use of what learning is to their betterment and holistic development of individual and the society. So that is the reason. And if you look at the modern society, a lot of problems which we have, the human problems that we have, rivalry, competition, materialistic values, are actually killing the basic nature of humankind in terms of nobility. And we talk in terms of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam as a major factor. That is, unfortunately, is being spoiled. And this is the right time when new education policy also has been introduced, and it tried to look into holistic development of an individual through education. And this is the right time to go back to our ancient system. And with that, we have a lessons to learn, lessons to adopt, so that the overall, the objective of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam can be achieved through digging into what all the system which we have. And that is the primary objective and the importance of this particular conference and Indian knowledge system in general. So what need to be done to promote or to propagate Indian knowledge system? We have a system where, when you talk in terms of Indian knowledge system, people talk about it's only Sanskrit, it's only literature, it cannot be brought into the mainstream. And that's the idea, that is a notion we have. So through formal education, if we can integrate some of these aspects of our ancient wisdom, ancient system of education, be it Gurukula or be it, let us say, the Kalas or the 64 Shastras that Indian knowledge system talk about, how we can introduce, probably we can look at it from 2-3 different levels. In the primary education itself, if some of these is being taught, normally we used to have a formal moral education class, but moral education should not be only restricted to teaching the story or Puranas, etc. But can it be made use of through active participation, maybe through drama, maybe through art, wherein the expression of those emotions and moralities and values can be possible. That is where, when we talk into the primary level itself, children are brought into what is there in our wisdom and how to look at it. Because the young mind is able to capture the thing, and it sinks in. And later on, when they learn the Western knowledge also, it will be easier for them to integrate the Eastern as well as the Western together. Here, right now, what is happening is, people, till they come to the higher education, they are brought about with the Western model or Western thinking or cognitive factors. But then it becomes difficult for them to integrate what is there, because their thinking and rationale would be in terms of pure science, quantification, measurement component, proof, and etc. Whereas the type of proof which we talk in terms of Indian system is entirely different. So at a primary education, how it can be brought in is one factor. At a higher level, what need to be done now is that whatever the courses that are there, is it possible for us to integrate that some component in terms of the syllabi, some component of project, some component of research that could be used in the higher education in the form of, when we talk in terms of new education policy, these are possible right from the different levels as they pass through from first semester to 8th semester. This can be brought in so that they can also say, fine, I am studying physics, I am studying chemistry, but a part of the physics and the chemistry that was thought of in the Eastern also would be possible. Research is a major area. As I think in the inaugural address, Dr. Anil Sahasrabudhe was talking. Now, the focus of Indian knowledge system, or the implementation of Indian knowledge system, should be in 3 factors. One, appreciate what was there, but which cannot be directly of relevance here. It could only be in the form of a literature saying that this is what was there, and the historical importance, historical relevance that is there. The second component would be in terms of, can we integrate into our curriculum system in the form of formal as well as informal means of education, is the second component. And the third would be making use of research, especially when we talk in terms of research, probably action research approach, if it is brought in, I think that may be more useful in dissemination of knowledge. And even to the Western mind, it would be possible for them to accept whatever we are, because the methodology that is available also is being acceptable now, more in terms of qualitative, more in terms of action research, would definitely help. This is the way forward for making the Indian knowledge system to be more fruitful and to be more practicable.